And I think Kenya and Uhuru generally is facing a very huge task over his shoulders. And as you look, when you look around, you'll see that the country is split very much in the middle. And Uhuru's main task now ahead is to ensure that this country is together and there's unity of purpose. People are talking about secession is now gaining grounds. We need to look at the reasons why there's so much agitation on secession. Because when we leave that conversation to go on, then it's going to radicalize a section of the population, and we never know what might come. So the huge task that Uhuru has as presented by this ruling, which was however expected, it was hugely expected that the court will rule in his favor,
yes.
Because when the NASA presidential candidate withdrew his candidature from the race, then it was clear that the petition will be weak, because for you to justify the case for nullification of a president-elect, you need to show a strong burden of proof that you were injured in the process.
Absolutely.
So the petitioner did not really prove that they were injured in the process of presidential elections.
There are those who, with a legal mind that said that were describing the petitioner's case as DOA, dead on arrival.
Yeah, it was dead because, when it was brought by civil society organizations. Now, how were they injured, or how were they wronged by that, the process of election? If they were candidates, then they say, or they went to vote, then they were denied to vote.
They would be as interested parties, basically.
They would be like interested parties. So it was upon Raila maybe to do the petitioning and seek guidance from the Supreme Court. But then again, it would have been difficult
for him to petition because he withdrew.
He
so
had
he was
withdrawn.
Not part of the. He would have no complaint per se. Because he was not part of the process.
So it was hugely expected that Uhuru will win this petition. Now, going back to where we came from, you saw when the elections were nullified on August 8th, there was relative calm across Uhuru's strongholds. And, people were like, let us see what will come next. But when these elections were confirmed yesterday, and, the opposition stronghold went on fire. So you wonder, despite the fact that the opposition leader had already withdrawn, he had told his supporters not to vote, not to participate. And in fact, he said he doesn't expect anything from the Supreme Court. However, the Supreme Court rules, he has a plan B, he has chosen his path and is moving towards that path. But we were shocked that once the results were announced, we saw areas flaring up.
But would that then maybe be an indicator that there are those who are passionately believing in the fact that Uhuru is not legitimately elected, and despite the fact that the opposition leader Raila Odinga was silent yesterday, and I think the opposition said they have nothing to say about the ruling because they are not involved at all. Does that maybe indicate the passion that is running in some of the strongholds? Yeah, there's passion and also there's pain, because people have so much hopes. Raila Odinga has built so much hope in his supporters, and they don't see a scenario where this country will move without Raila being the president. The issue of legitimacy, I have had many people discussing and saying that Uhuru will lack legitimacy to run the country, given that the turnout was 38%. But the issue of legitimacy is something that can be put to question. If you say, I don't recognize you as a president, there are so many people who recognize. We saw after 92 elections, Matiba saying he doesn't recognize President Moi as president. But that did not stop Moi from ruling. He ruled. So legitimacy is a relative term that is being used, and maybe some people try to build it so much to look like, if you lack legitimacy, so you will not, You'll not be able to do what you need to do.
Yeah, it won't stop Uhuru from exercising his presidential duties. So it's upon himself to reach out to the opposition and say, okay, this was war. Elections are generally divisive. Yeah, it was hotly contested. And, reach out to them and bring them to the table.
The truth of the matter is, once he's sworn in as president, he is president for those who voted for him and those who did not vote for him. So, of course, that fairness needs to be played out. But let's look at